So we're going to start with a CLT floor design based on the following parameters, and we're going to look at different vibration methods and the impacts of it. So for the platform, click a floor calculator. It's the most popular calculator. At the end, I'm going to show you how we deal with fire from now on. So for new project scope, you've got personal, or if you're in an enterprise account, you can actually put it towards a project type that everyone in your company can see it. So our enterprise customers have that option. Put in the project name. Group is for like level 1, level 2, things like that. Then the title of your calculator. We're going to go an existing design team. There's something I've created before, but I'll go a new floor calculator. Again, you can choose the levels, things like that. But let's just go level 1 floors calculation. Cool. So as it's populating here, you can see you've firstly got manual input and you've got the range of grades. So you can design everything from first principles. You can do single stack, double stack, everything like that. You can design with your supply chain partners. On top of that, in the new enterprise panel, you can add and configure your own suppliers. I'm going to show you a bit about that at the end. But yeah, so firstly, you can choose your suppliers. So let's say XLAM is one option. And if you want to speak to the suppliers, you've always got the contact details there about who to chat with. I think Rob's left now, so we're going to get Jordan's name in there. Go through, you got your design codes to design with, your loading data. If you haven't seen the latest version of the app, we have added additional load cases. So as you add in wind load or snow load, you can see these loads populate, and then the default load combinations also populate. So let's just go dead and live. We've got our default load combinations, manual input forces. Moving through, you've got things like your self-weight considered, topping, and then your loads. For us, there's a 1.5 kPa SDL plus a 3 kPa live load, so we don't need to change that. Other things, you've got your different analytical methods. So extended gamma being powerful, allowable for any cross-section, shear analogy accounting for shear deformation and things like that. But a lot of you've probably been on this platform before, you're aware of this, but if you're not, you can always just go through the educational features and learn and help understand what the best method to choose is. Got your design, K-factors, and then your deflection data, and then our vibration method. So you can see the vibration a lot of the time is what governs the design. So you've got, right now, we've got the new ability to add in the revised Eurocode, and this is probably the most advanced vibration method and allows some new things. So firstly, if you click the drop down, you can learn about the floor performance levels. We can improve this table a little bit, but you can see that the office option, you've got the quality choice of level 1, 2, 3, all the way through to the economic choice through 5. And that's based on the response factors, a different response factor based on the different floor performance. And you can see here, as we go to level 1, it doesn't work, but you can go through your client and negotiate with them what's the actual level we're choosing to. And as you fine tune that, you can actually get the costs right from a mass timber supplier point of view. It's also got now flexible supports or rigid, and that means you got supporting beams contributing it to it, so it working as a system. So you can input in your beams, and as we design our beams, you can come back in and update the stiffness there, assuming we were to be flexible or rigid. All right, so you can see the calculations based on what we chose there. We can easily, again, change our suppliers, change our layups, and get the most efficient. So for us, we're a 5-layer. If you were speaking to the client, if you had to have more stringent vibration requirements, you can see here, as we get to 7 layers, you can expect a higher cost. So, you could sit down with the client and say, look, if we have this vibration criteria, then we can get away with a 5-layer panel and not have to lay up 7 layers in the factory and save costs and things like that. All right, so going through, you've got all your different different calculations in detail here. You've got your loading combinations, so here for dead and live, but as I mentioned before, as you add in snow or wind or whatever, all of these now update to be the default load combinations to match the scenario. And that's something, that's been in the last month or so. You got your different loading combinations, so bending moment. And I mentioned the new analysis is coming in to give you that extra power there. And then vibration as well. You can look at it in detail. You can follow the specifics of it all. You've got the natural frequencies, and this is dynamic. So The calculations go deep and detailed because vibration is the critical factor. It is okay to go in this circumstance, but you can see here as you go with flexible support, it does update dynamically based on the conditions. And for us, that's where a lot of the time goes into, is changing all those modules that we have based on the scenario of what the user chooses. So going through, you got your design, and at the end, you can hit save, and we've designed our XLAM panel.